Hello, what's up? Welcome back. We're doing more One Piece. This is episodes, and I didn't write down the episode numbers this time. Whoops. But I think it would be, looking at the previous episode, so today would be 632, 633, 634, and 635. Okay, let me write that. 632, 633, 634, and 635. Yep, so 4 episodes today, as we normally do on Wednesdays, I believe. Yes. So I'm really excited to get into more Dressrosa. The previous video where we were like starting off with Dressrosa was so much fun. I loved getting into it, learning about this this whole city, which I think is awesome. Meeting some new villains, meeting some potential allies slash rivals slash villains. I don't quite know where everyone fits in quite yet, but I had a great time. And then between the previous video and this one was when I recorded the One Piece fan letter reaction, which you can already see on my YouTube channel. If you're watching this on Patreon, it went out yesterday or the day before yesterday. And if you're watching this on YouTube, it probably went out like 3 or 4 weeks ago. But yeah, that was an amazing episode. Really beautiful and incredible. Made me cry, made me love One Piece, and made me excited to record these next videos. So now that I'm sitting down to do One Piece again, I've been reinvigorated by that One Piece fan letter. I can't wait to watch more. So if you're new to the channel, hi and welcome. I'm Gent. I hope you enjoy your stay. If you want to watch the full-length reactions to these episodes, make sure to go to my Patreon account in the description below, and you can get 20 episodes early, all in full length, or you can join my YouTube membership down below to get 1 week early on edited videos. So there's so much content you can possibly get from me. I also have a whole nother main channel that doesn't just have One Piece content. It has a whole lot of other stuff, so you can go check that out as well. It's called Gent Watches. But otherwise, let's jump into this video. This is episode 632 of One Piece. Woo! Okay, recap Rubik's. If you're new to this channel, this is the recap Rubik's. It's a Rubik's Cube that I do while the recap of the show is going on, and my goal is to beat the recap. Oh my gosh, well, that's how far I got in the cube. And I guess this episode, if I had to guess, is called Ace's Devil Fruit Fighting at the Colosseum. I accidentally turned my other monitor off. If we got the flare fruit, what would we do with it? I wonder. Oh, there's just women in bikinis. Senor Pink. Ah, great. Dellinger. Oh, cool design. Lao G. Dellinger's design is awesome. Mark Weiss? Was the hero Diamante? I think so, right? Yeah, Diamante. There's my question. What? What? Really? Oh! Wait, that changes everything. Oh! Yes. You want it? What are you gonna do with it though? I mean, I guess it doesn't matter. You can just keep it. Because Luffy, I imagine, wouldn't be able to handle 2 devil fruits. Oh. He'd rather one of his friends have it. Yeah. Makes sense. What about Sanji? Give it to Sanji. Although he probably wants to go like fishing and shit in the all blue if he ever gets there. I can't believe it took 630 episodes for us to learn that lore about a devil's fruit. That it just like reappears. That's so cool. Zoro being on his own in a city is not good. Oh, use observation haki? Is that what he was doing just then? Sanji! Give up a sword or two. Oh no. Okay, she looks like Robin and Boa Hancock and several other women in this universe, but she is very pretty. Oh, I like her shoes. And she's got striking eyes. Oh my god, she's drawing my eyes. I love this music. Damn. I also like the detail of them showing her like sweating. I mean, it's an exhaustive thing. Violet. Makes sense, the color scheme. Whoa. Sanji, do you have a chance with this woman? Although I'm still shipping you with Baby 5. Oh no. Yeah. I forgot about that detail. Where'd he go? Yep. Oh my god, Sanji. Damn, there's a lot of romance on this island. Oh, this is like a lovers section. So am I. Not seeing many same-sex couples. I wonder why that is. Oh, hey Violet. Yeah, what's up? Okay. Yes, ma'am. Oh, she's on the run. Oh, we're looking for a woman in this very distinctive dress. Where is she? Okay, what's your story, Violet? I'm not letting go. Oh my god, Sanji. Be cool! You've got some riz. Why does he look so uncool in the one moment he could be really cool? You've given up on love. They were the police. Oh, they were the police, right. Okay. Oh my gosh. Maybe this woman's perfect for him. She does look like Baby 5. I think. It's hard for me to tell sometimes. Oh my gosh! Who? Chop it up! Oh my gosh. We still haven't seen the fairy, which makes me think it's not gonna be like a fairy. It really could just be a rat or something. Oh my gosh, Sanji. I mean, fair enough, honestly. You're actually like vibing with a girl in some way or another. She's trying to get you to kill someone though. There you go, now you got some riz. Would love if you didn't have that fucking beard. Oh my gosh, who's this woman? How aggressive. Who? Nice. What did he make? Ooh, look at that. Best chef in the East Blue. He's just, who cares? He's with the love of his life. Right, this guy. Ah. What, in the Colosseum? Oh, interesting. It's like the hotel in John Wick. Can Don Quixote even have those laws anymore? Now that he's no longer a warlord? That feels like the thing that would get overturned as soon as he's announced he's retiring. Oh my god, he's like Brooke. Oh, Luffy, you gotta enter. And Franky, maybe. Oh my god. Too old? Oh, because he's got the beard. They think he's like 80. Okay, good episode. I liked it. We had a lot of... I mean, look, it's funny that I had said in Punk Hazard, like, oh, I really think that Sanji's would find the perfect woman with Baby 5 and all of that, right? And then now we go to here and there's a different woman there, Violet. I think she's a different woman. it would be, I guess, possible that it's Baby 5, but like in disguise, but I doubt it. I don't think that makes sense. And it wouldn't be much of a disguise, but I don't think Baby 5 had those striking eyes. Honestly, I'm really bad with like remembering the exact looks of people, so I'm trying to remember what Baby 5 looks like now. I remember she had black hair. It's one of those things where I know it when I see it. But anyway. So what was I saying? Oh yeah, it's funny that I said that and now he's on Dressrosa and it feels like he did meet, you know, the woman of his dreams. But obviously it's not Baby 5. But I wonder... like how much of it is she using him? Because I think she is using him, but I kind of believe the blushes. Like, I think she maybe does fall in love and like does have a thing for Sanji, but also is using him to do something crazy. Because she said, "I want you to kill someone." That seems crazy to someone to say that to someone you just met. But yeah, anyway, I liked they showed us today at the start of the Colosseum bit. They listed off a bunch of the members: Senor Pink, Dellinger, Lao G, March Vise or whatever, and Diamante. I really liked Dellinger's design. There was something about it. I wonder if I can find it quickly. There was something about that design that really worked for me. Yeah, here it is. It almost doesn't look like it's a One Piece, but it does. I don't know. It's strange. It feels like a more, in my opinion, modern One Piece design, if that makes sense. Like, it feels like if this was the start of One Piece, he wouldn't have designed a character like this. IMO. Like, this feels like a character that I see, you know, I've seen what some of the more modern One Piece characters look like in episodes, you know, 900, 1000, all of those episodes. And this feels like it's kind of out of that. Or he kind of looks like a movie character, I guess. I don't know. And I'm saying he. I think it's a he, but I don't know that for sure. Excuse me. But I don't know. I like Dellinger's design quite a bit. The other characters they showed there, like most of them were ones that we'd seen. I don't think we'd seen Dellinger. But most of the other ones, yes, we had seen before. But yeah, I'm excited. This like Colosseum thing. Could there be like a minor tournament arc? Look, I'm a fan of tournament arcs. I don't know if One Piece would ever do like a proper, like legit tournament arc where it's like, the way I would think of like an actual tournament arc is all of the Straw Hats enter a tournament and there's a bunch of one-on-one fights, and the one-on-one fights, you know, like get down to it, you know, they face a bunch of like really powerful people, and then they'll also be facing each other sometimes, and I think that would be really cool. I mean, like I'd want something like the My Hero Academia Sports Festival, you know, that sort of thing is like perfect for me. But I also know it's kind of not in this show's vibe to do like a full tournament arc, I don't think. But like there has been times where Oda has clearly tried to think of excuses to have some of the Straw Hats fight each other. So like, you know, that the infamous like Zoro versus Luffy fight, where it's like Luffy just completely misunderstood Zoro and didn't trust him and whatever, and people back in Whiskey Peak, I mean, and people very often say like that was a very weird out of character moment that was clearly just to stir up drama, and it actually like didn't really fit the themes of Luffy, and it didn't really fit the arc, and it sort of stands out as like the weirdest and kind of worst part of that section of the show. So like, but that just shows like Oda has in the past tried to do like they fight each other. I think if you were doing a tournament arc and it's like they were all like all the Straw Hats are fighting for something, like they specifically like need something, you know, like let's say in this case it was a flare fruit, and so they're all fighting for the same thing, and it's like if any of them win it would be fine. But I also think most of the Straw Hat, or some of the Straw Hats, especially like Zoro, Luffy, Sanji, maybe Franky, like wouldn't really hold back against the Straw Hat. Like it would, when they go up against each other, they would be like, well, let's like properly fight, you know, and you could do like a Luffy versus Zoro fight there, and do it completely seriously, because they treat it like a duel, and it's like it's respectful for, if we're gonna fight properly. And then you could cut to like Usopp and Nami in the audience screaming like, what are they doing? Why don't they just have one of them give up so that they don't injure each other? But then it's like, but no, they want to fight like men, you know? I can totally see that being a thing. But also you have like Usopp and or Nami like progress, you know, and defeat a few fighters or whatever. But as soon as they come up against a strong Straw Hat, like they come up against Zoro or Luffy, they would just like go like, you know what, I surrender. Oh no, you got me, or whatever, you know, like they do that immediately, and it'd be like a kind of funny moment. I can see it working, but I don't think One Piece would do it. But don't tell me if they don't, you know, don't say, well, yeah, no, that never happens, and don't say, oh, it is happening in 100 episodes time or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. It's just reminding me of it because we have this Colosseum thing. It's possible that this Colosseum is like a tournament arc, but if it is, it's still only probably gonna have Franky and Luffy, which is like not really what I'm looking for, not really what I'm talking about right now. But that would be cool if we get to see like Luffy and Franky fighting these, you know, people that they've been built up in this Colosseum environment. That would be cool. Luffy saying like, I want to get the flare fruit, I'd rather a stranger not have it, is really interesting to me. By the way, so yeah, that devil fruit lore that has dropped now is crazy. The fact that if you die, your devil fruit goes back into the world, like it just regrows somewhere. It makes a lot of sense. It like fits with the themes of the world to me, but also I didn't even consider that last time when we were when I was speculating like why the flare fruit is here or whatever. Didn't even consider it at all, but that makes so much sense. But now, if that's the case in this universe, then people with powerful devil's fruits would have even more of a target on their back, because it's like, you have this strong fruit, I want it, so I should kill you so that it goes back into the world. Like, can you imagine Sanji now hunting down Absalom to kill him so that he can get the clear fruit? Like, oh my god. Anyway, as I was saying, Luffy said he wanted the flare fruit to go to someone he knows rather than go to a stranger. And then he asked Franky to do it, and Franky said, I don't want to lose my ability to swim, which is fair. Especially if you're a ship, right? I feel like, you know, if you needed to, while the ship is moving, like be fixing something under the ship or something, you know, it would just be super, super inconvenient. But, like, who else could we even give it to, right? We have Usopp, Nami, Sanji, Zoro. Is that it? Because we have Luffy, and Franky. We have Luffy, Chopper, Robin, and Brook as the devil fruit holders in the party, right? So giving it to, but like, I kind of don't feel like it fits any of them really. Like, I don't think the show's going to give it to any of them. I kind of would love if they did. I think it would be really interesting to like give, I've talked about this before, but I think it would be cool to give one of the characters a devil fruit like during the show, and like completely, you know, make it even fresher, that we get to see them like getting a new power late into the show and then they're learning this power and whatever. That would be kind of cool to me, but I don't think the show's going to do that. But just for the sake of argument, like speculate what it would be like. So Franky's already said he doesn't want it. Usopp, I don't know. Like it would, like it might undermine his character if he ended up getting it, you know, because his character's about becoming like a brave warrior of the sea, right? But like, if he just becomes brave after getting a nearly invincible devil's fruit, like the flare fruit, then we don't really know if he would have become brave, you know, just on his own. Like, the fact that he's kind of weak is what makes his character arc compelling, I think. So yeah, I don't think it would work for him. In the same way, like Nami, I feel like, I mean, I just watched the fan letter episode, and a big part of the fan letter episode is the girl was saying like, Nami's so great because she's not powerful and she uses her wits to, you know, to outwit other people and take them down with her smarts alone and stuff. And it's like, that is a big part of the appeal of Nami's character. So I can see it not really working for her either. Sanji, I can basically see it working for, but I don't think he'd take it. I think with Sanji, I mean, he's already got the Diable Jambe or whatever, whatever it's called, the Devil's Kick thing, Devil's Foot, which is like a fire-themed move. So him having fire-related powers would actually make a lot of sense to me, and I think if anyone was to get it, Sanji would kind of be perfect for it, but I don't see Sanji ever taking that. I think Sanji said the only devil fruit he ever would consider is the clear fruit, and I mean, that sucks. I don't want him to ever get that, but that's what he's said, I believe. So other than that, yeah, Franky said no. Am I missing someone now? Now I feel like I'm missing someone. Zoro. I mean, honestly, wouldn't it make Zoro too powerful? Like, wouldn't... Yeah, I don't see it working for Zoro. Like, I don't see it working for him really at all. But it would be kind of badass. Like, it's the sort of thing where I'd want to see, like, a Marvel-style what-if story for, like, what if Zoro ate the flare fruit, and we get to see what that's like. But I don't see it... I don't know. I just don't see it working. But yeah, anyway, that's episode 632. Yep. So let's move on to 633. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go. Alright, that's the cube complete. Bada! Okay, this episode's gonna be called a real pirate adventure. Luffy steals the devil fruit. I don't think he is gonna do that, but when I have to come up with a title. I like that they think he's an old man just because of the beard. How? It's gonna be tough to do that. Lucy! That's so good! I love that. What a good bit. Oh, so Franky's not... I thought Franky was gonna enter as well. But he's got stretchy powers, like... There's no way he's gonna fight without using the gum powers. I really like Luffy's outfit in this. Like, I want his outfit. I think I'd kind of look good with that. Rebecca. Spartan. There's a lot of names on there. I mean, he's a toy. I wonder how long into a relationship would would Sanji stop doing this with his girlfriend? No, he's made her Chan. The sounds he's making. It'd be easier if you ran yourself. She didn't have to pull you. Oh, I like how the guitar comes back in. Oh my god. She's got to be playing him so hard. I like seeing that bird's eye view of the city. Wow, a lot of these characters look expendable. Damn, that guy's big. Damn. I guess maybe Luffy could win just with Haki alone. But I mean, not against like the big fighters at the end, you know? Like to beat someone like Diamante, I imagine you'd need to use gum stuff. Oh, this is Spartan. I did see Spartan's name on the thing before. My god. You know you're in trouble when you're dick height. I mean, what do you care? If you get paired up against him... Oh, okay, that's why. Alright, you have a reason for it, I guess. You'll never be able to hit him. Oh, shit! Alright. I just don't think he's gonna be able to resist using the gum powers. Like, he's gonna do it on instinct at some point. Hello. Okay, we at least have one woman here. I'm sad that only one. I can only see one woman here so far. Oh, I guess the one woman might be Rebecca. Ooh. Oh, he looks cool. I mean, this Spartan started it. Nope. No, he didn't start it. Guys, speak up. Okay, someone's speaking up. Has someone got integrity? Okay. Hell yeah. Sai and Boo from Kano. And then who was the last one? Don Chinjao. Lucy. Lucy's so fun. Okay. He riled himself up. That's one of my favorite bits I've seen in One Piece in a while. The Funk Brothers. I didn't get both of them. Bobby and someone else Funk. Dagama. I can't write down all these names. Oh. Suleiman. I don't know which of these characters are going to be important. Olympus? Bellamy? Cavendish. Bellamy's here. How? What? That's crazy. I like that Oda made a fuck ton of designs for this. Because I genuinely don't know which of these would stick around. This guy's like Eggman. Gamma. Well, I'm enjoying this part of the arc so far. A battle royale? Whoa! Until how many remain? The last one? Is this just one block? Wait, why? Why? If they're out when they go in the water anyway, why bother having dangerous shit in the water? It's really funny and unnecessary. It's just bloodshed for no reason. Okay, so yeah, this is just block A. So is every block gonna do a battle royale like this until one remains from each block? Damn. I guess you don't want to be big because you draw a lot of attention. Lots of guys jump on you at once. Oh my gosh. Luffy's gonna give himself the craziest armor. Who's Kairos? No projectiles, okay. Woman. Hello, woman. Uh-oh. Wait. And she's seducing other women? I guess it doesn't have to be a woman. It could have been a man in heels. Of course. See, Luffy loves to do this, like wear dope armor, but it doesn't fit him. Oh no, it's a dude. I imagine? Oh my gosh. Who is it? Oh, it's Cavendish. Okay. Okay, so he's just a very pretty dude? That's kind of cool. I like that. Ooh, love his voice. Oh my god. This guy's an icon. Oh, I love it. Love it. That's an awesome character. Okay, I saw the silhouette of Cavendish when they were like explaining the people, and I was like, oh, okay, so there's a woman, but then it's not a woman. But like, honestly, you know what? shocking to say this, I prefer this maybe, just because it's like it seemed like what they were showing was, I mean, like the silhouette basically looked like Nico Robin in her Missile Sunday outfit. Like that's basically what it looks like. So I was like, okay, so are they introducing a fighter that's basically the old Nico Robin design again? But this is more unique. This like very feminine man who's so like pretty that all the ladies pass out and faint because of him and stuff. I don't mind it, and I love his voice. I like it's the perfect level of pretty boy to me. I think his voice is amazing and really sells the character for me. Yeah, I love Cavendish. I've known him for about 15 seconds, and I really love him already. This was a really fun episode, even though basically the whole episode was just showing characters. Like this is the sort of thing that that the anime, like, firstly they stretch it out, right? So they like really take their time like showing each character so that they can have an entire episode that's just like prep. But at the same time, I don't blame the anime much for doing that, because also to introduce these characters properly, you kind of need to take your time on each one. Because like in a manga, you can just have like 50 people in a panel, like if you wanted to, you know? Or you could have, you know, like, let's say more realistically, like 6 fighters in one panel, and then another 6 fighters in another panel. And people can like read their names and stuff and take in their designs at their own pace. But in the anime, you have to pace how long someone is looking at something. And so, you know, you probably want to try to avoid having too many people on screen at once and too many words everywhere and all of that. So doing just the, you know, panning up from bottom to top on a person while their name's on screen, it's giving you time to take in their design and take in their name and whoever they are, then move on to the next person. And so when you do that for an entire episode, like, there's a lot, and it's slow paced, but I think it's necessary, and I like it, honestly, because I like getting introduced to new characters. I like learning about them and looking for new characters for me to latch on to. I mean, I love huge casts in series. I think when a series has just like a fuck ton of characters, it's really fun for me to like when I like the writers' way of doing characters. It's really fun for me. When I don't think when I don't care about the writers' character work, then too many characters can be like, okay, I don't like, just focus on the ones I care about. But for someone like Oda, and I mean, I always say this, but Horikoshi as well with My Hero Academia, I really love their way of developing characters. So when they're introducing new ones, I'm completely okay with it, because I'm like, okay, let me see like what kind of stuff there is. And also, I feel like Oda, and this is a compliment, but it's also not really, but it's very funny, is that Oda has such a diverse style in terms of like what kind of characters he creates, that it is really, every single time a character appears on screen, a massive roll of the dice of like, is this character going to be someone I am eternally obsessed with and will think of no other person for the rest of my life, such as, you know, like Nami and you know, Nico Robin and Perina, and like, you know, these like incredible characters that I just like really love. So is it gonna be like that, you know, or is it gonna be the other side of the scale where it's like a character I truly just want to get off screen and do not care about in the slightest? Someone like Absalom, like Wapol, you know, like those types of characters where it's like, I just like dislike these characters heavily. Or could it be anywhere in the middle, you know, like what am I in for today? And honestly, I don't know, like that, like if, for example, Horikoshi from My Hero Academia, if he's to introduce a character, I'm pretty certain I'm going to like that character in one way or another. There's something about that character that I'm going to really like. With the, like, exception, I guess, of Mineta in My Hero Academia, I think every character, I at the very least have like I like them above average level, compared to every other series that I watch, you know, like I have an above average level of liking for them. But Oda is all over the scale, but I don't mind that because one, it means Oda really embraces the variety of characters. Like, not every character is for me, and that's okay, you know? I'm sure, like, I know there's probably a lot of people who dislike a majority of My Hero Academia things, because the thing is, like, I really love all of them, but because of that, there must be someone who that's so not their style that, like, they hate all of them, right? But with One Piece, I feel like it would be difficult for you to hate every fucking character because they're all, like, there's such a huge range, you know? They're all so different. So I think, honestly, that is a testament to Oda, is the fact that there are some characters of Oda's that I just absolutely adore, and some characters that I really hate, and everything in between, because it means he really embraces the variety of things. And as a person who I like stuff like gacha games, and any sort of, I play a lot of board games. Back where I'm pointing right now, that corner of my room is like filled with board games, right? I tend to not like as much when a board game doesn't have random elements. I like random elements in games. So all of that, the reason I'm saying that, I'm not just saying that out of nowhere, is because of my love of random elements in games and gacha games, which is all about like pulling for random characters and hoping you get the ones you like and stuff. I get a high off of watching new characters appear in One Piece, because I'm crossing my fingers for another character for me to be obsessed with. That's genuinely what I like about it. So an episode like this is like if you put me into a casino and gave me $200 and you said, well, you have to spend this $200 in the casino, but you get to keep anything that you make. In all likelihood, I'm going to come out of it with $0, which is fine because I didn't have any money going in there. Like, I was given that money for free, but I'm playing the entire time with a lot of excitement, going like, holy shit, I might come out of this a millionaire, you know? That's what I'm always thinking with episodes like this. So it's really fun getting introduced to so many characters. Man, that bit in the middle where I gotta go back to the scene. I really liked that guy who insisted he didn't get thanks for what he did. I want to rewatch it. Where is it? It was, to me, so very funny. Okay, where is it? I'm almost there. I see the guys. All right, I found it. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna go back to it. This is gonna be annoying for me to edit later, but I don't care. I'm gonna rewatch it. It's so good. Just like, he starts off with a like, oh, no thanks required, man. Like, I don't mind. You really don't need to say thanks to me. Really, like, I don't need thanks. Stop! I don't want your thanks! And then he's like going, take it back! And like, Luffy didn't say anything. I love that bit. It is the perfect heightening of that joke for me. Like, the joke would have been pretty funny if it was like, oh, he's like, oh no, you don't need to thank me. Oh, really, you don't need to thank me. And he keeps going on with that. But the heightening of it over and over until he's actually like trying to kill Luffy because he's so angry that he's thanking him is brilliant to me. So funny. That's exactly Like, when I think back to One Piece jokes that really get me, that one, the bit at the end of Fishman Island where the guy's like, I got old on purpose, like that bit, and the bit with Iceberg in Water 7 going like, hi, I'm Iceberg, this is Tyrannosaurus, he's a mouse I found today. Like that, those three bits to me stand out as like some of my favorite goofs in One Piece. Like really, really, really funny to me. And it's like, I know they're like strange moments to pick out, but they absolutely tickled me. Oh, so good. Look, there was also a woman. Now, look, I'm the expert on women. At some point, we did see a woman somewhere in here, and I don't think that was, Pretty Boy at the end. I think we actually legitimately saw a woman somewhere. But, because I don't think it was one of the assistant people. But I guess I'll keep looking, because I now want to make sure that it wasn't, I don't want to look down at my notes yet, but the Pretty Boy Cavendish or whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna pause and look. Okay, yeah, it wasn't. That's I mean, looked like a woman to me. I don't know what it is about that design that screams woman to me. But we don't get to see her face or anything. But yeah, I don't think that's one of the guards. But we also know that there's someone signed up called Rebecca. So I imagine that's probably Rebecca, since we heard a female name, and this is the only woman that I've seen in this area. But yeah, I mean, I got a bunch of names written down here. I got Sai and Boo, Don Chinjao, the Funk Brothers, Bobby, Dagama. There was something that was like Elizabetho or something, but I didn't quite get that one properly. Yeah, there was Bobby Funk, and who was the other Funk? Kelly Funk. Okay. Yeah, Elizabello is what it is, not Elizabetho. Elizabello, the Fighting King. See, the thing is, like, most of these names are probably not going to be relevant. Like, these characters are probably going to be dropping like flies. There's so many of them. Although, to be fair, this is, I think, like a long-ish arc. So, it's possible that most of this arc is the Colosseum, but I doubt it. I don't know how I feel. Honestly, if it was like they introduced all these characters and then we spent a long time at the Colosseum focusing on these characters and going through these battles, you know, not one by one necessarily, but going through these battles at a pretty slowish pace, would I like it? I don't know. I might. It might actually be something that I would be into, but I don't know. Because it would be like, it would kind of be what I'm talking about with the tournament arc, except obviously without the Straw Hat aspect of it, which is the main bit that I was pitching. But I feel like that'd be kind of fun. But I don't know. I really think it's just introducing a bunch of these characters, but we're gonna see a bunch of them get taken out. Like, I mean, look, by the looks of it, the tournament's already kind of crazy because the first group had a battle royale right away, and it's a battle royale until there's one person remaining, which is wild to me. I thought it was gonna be like at least until 10 of them are there. I don't know how many blocks there are. I can't remember, but let's assume there's 5 blocks. So you have, you know, 5 battle royales, 10 people from each one, then you have 50 people remaining to do like a final tournament. Like, that would make sense to me. Or even like 5 people from each block, then you have 25. That seems like a decent number. I don't know if the doflamingo, like their family, the Don Quixote family, and like those higher ups, if they're part of these initial rounds, or if they're like guaranteed to go to the final rounds. So it's like you have the initial 25 and then you add on those to make it at 30 or whatever, and then you do the final bit of the tournament. I don't know. But yeah. Anyway, anything else I want to talk about? Bellamy. I don't know why the fuck Bellamy's here. That's crazy. Bellamy is I'm trying to remember the last time we saw Bellamy. Well, last time we saw Bellamy was with Doflamingo, right? Because Doflamingo was Doflamingo making Bellamy kill someone? Or was Doflamingo making someone kill Bellamy? I think he must have been making Bellamy kill someone. Because I remember there was something like that going on. And then I think that's the last time we saw Bellamy. So, interesting. I wonder if Bellamy is going to recognize Luffy. Because so far, he's just been standing there. And he hasn't seemed to recognize him. But you'd think he would recognize him as, holy shit, this is the guy who embarrassed the hell out of me. I don't know. Anyway, let's move on to the next episode. Can't wait already. So let's do 634 of One Piece. Here we go. Okay. Recap Rubik's. Here we go. Oh, that's a cube complete. Whoa! I just skipped like the last 2 steps because it just happened to be in the right place. I wonder how quick that was. Cube time. It's a cube time. It's a cube time. It's a speed cube time. It's a speed cube time. Cube time. It's a cube time. Cube time. Rubik's Cube time. Rubik's Cube time. This is my Rubik's Cube and it's cube time. I got it under 1 minute. That's pretty cool. I just skipped like the last 2 steps because it just happened to be in the right place. Okay, this episode is going to be called The Tournament Begins. Lucy takes down Challenger or something. Cavendish. 280 million bounty berries, the beautiful pirates. I wonder, do you have any women on your crew, Cavendish? If they're called the beautiful pirates. What if Violet's on his crew? Damn. Okay. Alright, that's why you have the fish in the water, even though they don't need to be there. People want to see the bloodshed. Did they just use the term bestiality as the beast that's within us? I've only ever heard the word used in the other way. Oh shit. Oh my god, Luffy. Okay, he almost gave it away and then someone reminded him. Him eating the rose. Oh, really? Oh my god. Until, what did Luffy do? Luffy take the front page. Sanji would hate this guy. Yep. And then Luffy goes back to Marineford and gets the front page. Gotcha. Yeah, nice. So he can have the helmet, a shield, and a cape. Who are you? I can't remember if you're one of the ones that was introduced because there were so many. Where's the woman? Rebecca? Uh-oh. I might have just summoned her. I think I just summoned her. Yep, this is her. Okay, so you're looking at the Kairos statue. Are you related to Kairos? Nice eyes. Oh, I like her voice. Rebecca. I really like her voice. Damn. Cool. Well, that can't be true. There's a statue about him.
国のお年寄りも剣闘士たちも
Oh.
誰一人彼に会ったことがない。ドレスローザで最も不思議な銅像よ。
Interesting.
誰も撤去しようとはしない。
Cool.
それも不思議。
俺はこの銅像好きだぞ。男らしくて。
私も好き。
She's got a very sweet voice. I like her way of speaking. It's very sort of measured and soft. I want her to put up with it for now and then destroy them on the battlefield. She's so measured. It's great. Like, she doesn't seem to be letting her emotions take over. Despite everyone being a fucking douche.
私、今日で最後にするんだ。
For the last time?
メラメラの実の能力撃つんだ。
Oh.
ドフラミンゴ。
Oh.
あなたブロックは？
What if she is the one who ends up getting the fruit?
私は D。一回戦は
D?
お互い生きてた
The will of D? Okay. I'd trust her with the flare fruit, Luffy. If you need someone to eat it, give it to her. Mr. Store? They've used this exact crowd shot so many times. Oh. There we go. They're dead. Oh. Alright. Is there a reason he's wearing a paper bag? Oh. We're about to see. Is he wearing another mask under it? We all know him? Oh my god. One Piece, just tell me who he is! Now! It's gonna cut away. We're gonna cut to Sanji shenanigans, aren't we? Oh no, we're gonna see it. Oh? Oh! Okay. Yeah. Wow. Completely forgot about that character. I wouldn't have been able to guess that in 100 years. Yeah, but Blackbeard pirates are gonna be tough. Yeah, this isn't great to be yelling out here. I mean, this island probably respects Doflamingo and his family. It's too late. They're probably all eaten by fishes. Okay. Gambia. Oh! He might be dead. I might have written down Gambia's name for no reason. Oh, Jesus. Oh, shit! Oh, shit! Didn't expect that! Oh! Blind guy's here. We're not gonna find out Blind guy's identity for like 25 episodes, right? Oh, this is always a good way to show someone's character. Have them help a kid. Oh, he starts beating the shit out of her. Don't litter your balloons. Helium is bad for the environment. Aw. Reminds me of the smoker introduction. Where it's like, sorry, my pants ate your... Is it Isho? I should write that down. Oh! 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 Is he an admiral? Oh shit. Admiral! He's an admiral! Fujitora. Wait! They said that before! I sent Fujitora! This is who Fujitora is! Okay, he's a cool, respectful guy. Oh shit. Oh, I love this. Capman. Oh, he's a vice admiral. There's so much happening. Bellamy? Oh, he's got... Yeah.
俺の経歴に傷をつけた野郎
Who beat the shit out of me?
忘れねえ
Cool. What a cool episode. What a cool, like, reveal of that. Like, you know, I had... Where did I fall in the last video? I think I fell closer to the Admiral side of things. Because I think I fell closer to there because of, like, his design seemed like Admiral, like, design, right? But I wasn't sure. That was a cool reveal of it. I really liked their way of revealing that. Where it's like, oh, he needs his code or whatever. Here's your code, and then puts on the Marine coat. That's so good. And I mean, they had to, like, disguise the people he was with as, like, not Marines to not give it away. But really cool, and I love that, like, instantly, this Admiral is, like, to me, as engaging and interesting as the other Admirals. These other Admirals that we've already been interested enough in them, thought they were dope enough. Like, I love that, you know, there's these amazing characters in the One Piece world, but Oda will, like, take them out of their positions and introduce us to new ones, and I'm just as fucking excited about it, you know? So, like, this is really great having him be introduced in the way that he was. I'm so engaged by him. I love this character already, and it makes it feel good that the Admirals are still a threat, and they're also just as interesting as they was before. Like, you would think, like, Akainu getting promoted and Aokiji being knocked out, you would think, like, maybe the Admirals are now less interesting, possibly, because, you know, they'd get some other people in who we don't care about as much. But then they make me care about this guy, Fujitora? Yeah, Isho or Fujitora. They make me care about him all over again. So that now we have those badass admirals, and Aokiji still exists in the world, and Akainu is still, you know, head of the fucking Marines, basically, the fleet admiral. So it's really sick. Now, is Akainu still... Because there's the admirals, and then there's the fleet admiral. And now that Akainu's the fleet admiral, does that mean that Akainu's no longer one of the three admirals? Again, I don't know if there has to always be three admirals, or if there just was three admirals, you know? Like, it's not like the 7 warlords. Like, the 7 warlords, they call it the 7 warlords, so there are always 7 slots open, and when there's slots open, they always talk about the fact that there's a slot open and they need to fill it, right? So in the same way, the in a different way, the admirals, I don't think they often talk about the admirals in terms of, like, there are 3 seats on this thing necessarily, but maybe there are. Maybe they do still consider it to be like, we need 3 admirals because of this, this, and this, you know? It's like, it's the way our system works. So if that's the case, like, Sengoku wasn't one of the 3 admirals. He was a fleet admiral, and he had the 3 admirals below him. So if that's the case, and Sengoku's no longer here, and Akainu moved up to his spot, then surely there's another open slot on the admirals, because Aokiji's no longer an admiral, and Akainu was upgraded. We have Fujitora coming in to take Aokiji's place in my eyes, because he's also, like, a complex and seemingly, like, complex guy who's seemingly doing it for the right reasons, to protect people. So I would think there's one more admiral slot, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, we got introduced to Rebecca in this episode. I like her. I mean, like, I always kind of say this whenever this kind of character is introduced, but I wish she was wearing a bit more clothes. Like, she doesn't need to be, like, not sexualized at all. I'm cool with her being sexualized. Just a bit more, you know, a little bit more covering. But I really liked her, as I said, just her way of speaking. Because I kind of was expecting her, because she was, like, a gladiator or whatever, to have a very sort of forceful voice, I guess. Not necessarily, like, it could have been the same voice actress, just her delivering it more forcefully. But I like that she wasn't, because instantly I was like, oh wow, she's like a gladiator and dressed up in gladiator stuff, but she's speaking almost like a scholar to me. Like she's almost got like a Nico Robin quality of speaking, where it's like she's not letting things get to her in her tone. Now, I mean, we did see she does have like a lot of emotion in her face and stuff when people were fucking with her. She was getting bothered and frustrated, but she wasn't yelling at people. She wasn't letting that all come out. She wasn't retaliating in any way. It's like she's leaving everything on the battlefield. I like it. I liked the small introduction to her that we got. Yeah, and it's interesting, the idea that like Kairos is a person who was like undefeated, a great gladiator warrior type figure or whatever. It's amazing, but at the same time, he only stopped fighting 20 years ago or whatever, and yet no one knows who he is. Like no one at all knows why that statue is there, why it was made, who he really is. Like that's really interesting to me. I like that because that's a mystery they've set up that I feel like almost definitely is going to be like a realization moment by the end of the arc. Like, oh, this is Kairos, or this is why the myth of Kairos is what it is. Something along those lines. I can definitely see that happening. I can also definitely see them doing like a Fisher Tiger-esque / Calgara-esque flashback where we see like what the actual story is, you know, because Oda loves to do that as well, is set up a legend of a character and then we go into seeing the backstory of the legend of that character. And I mean, admittedly, there's always a part of me that thinks I don't care that much about the legend, right? Like whenever I'm thinking about it ahead of time, I'm like, I don't need to see the Calgara stuff, you know? I don't need to see the Fisher Tiger story. Or if I do, I'd like just give me 5 minutes of it or whatever, right? But it always ends up being like at least 2 or 3 episodes, sometimes like five episodes or whatever. But I will say, I don't think One Piece has not delivered on one of those yet. Like, I feel like all of them, I've come away going, that was way better than I expected it to be. Like, the Fisher Tiger story ended up being really amazing. I remember the Calgara story, like, looking back on it, I can't quite remember what I liked about it, but I remember going out of it going, I really liked that, actually, and I didn't think I would. So, I'm keeping my mind open as best I can for if they ever do one of those for Kairos. I can definitely see this show doing that, and I have to, like, once that flashback starts, I'd have to tell my mind, like, don't have your initial, like, reaction to it, like, oh no, I'm impatient and I want to just stay in the present. Because I always have that reaction to flashback stuff. Always. I can't help it. Whenever there's, like, flashback stuff in media, I feel like, this thing of, like, I don't want to go back, especially if I know it's going to be, like, an extended flashback. I'm like, I don't want to go back. I want the story to push forward. I'm a big fan of pushing forward in the story. And so that's also why whenever I see there's a piece of media and there's a really cool character in the piece of media and they've done cool things in the past, right? I hear a lot of people say, like, it would be really cool to have a prequel about this character in their heyday. And that, I mean, I'm always a big fan of, like, letting writers do what they want. So if there are writers that want to write that story and they release it and stuff, that's fine. I'm probably not going to watch it. Because generally, I'm not... I want to keep going. Like, once you've shown me a universe, I want to be pushing forward with it. I want always to have the potential of something crazy happens in that universe that changes the entire thing every time I'm watching. Even if nothing is changing, I always want the potential for there to be changing things happening in the world. But whenever there's a prequel, there's a limit to what they can do, you know? I say that as someone who... One of my favorite shows of all time is Better Call Saul, which is a prequel show to Breaking Bad, right? I remember when Better Call Saul was coming out, I did not think I was going to be super interested in it. I was going to watch it because Breaking Bad was my favorite show of all time, but I wasn't, like, I thought, you know, I'm going to watch it a little bit, but I'm probably not going to be super interested in it. And I think everyone kind of had that thought at the time. And then Better Call Saul started, and it was like, oh, okay, this has something. And then it got better and better and better until by the end of that show, I was like, this show is a masterpiece from start to finish, despite being a prequel. And that show kind of did everything right. So, you know, it can be done. I understand the necessity and the importance and the incredible storytelling you can get out of flashbacks and prequels and such. And yet still, whenever it comes on screen, I'm like, no, give me more of the present day stuff. But, you know, that's my own biases. We all have them. We all have our own biases on certain things. But I promise you, if it is a good flashback, a good prequel, any of that stuff, I will give it the credit it deserves. So let's move on to the next and final episode we're doing in this video. This is episode 635. Here we go. Okay, recap Rubik's. Here we go.
One Piece で新世界。しかし、幾多の海賊たち、その海にEDルフィとその仲引き渡すためドレスロー。
レベッカの人よ。
伝説
And that is the cube complete.
お前
Okay, don't look, but this episode is gonna be called The Return of Bellamy, the hyena. I can't think of what else. I'm sure there'd be another subtitle. Scene 1. Is this a play now?
石型のおっさんをひでえ目に合わせた
Mm-hmm.
何が黄金鏡、何が
I forgot what he sounded like, honestly.
名はマロ
ベラミーだ。
Morrow,
ベラ
茶屋の住人じゃねえんだ。
former captain of the Bellamy Pirates.
どこにいようが勝手だろう。
Imagine the Bellamy Pirates no longer having Bellamy as their captain.
俺の憧れの海賊だった。
Hmm.
俺にも優勝しなきゃならねえ理由が。
To win Flamingo's respect, maybe?
また戦うだけだ
麦わら、俺は空島へ行ったんだ。
Oh,
俺の中の世界はひっくり返ったぜ。
okay. Oh no.
さあな。
Oh my
と
god.
もあれ、お前を笑わない。
Okay, dude, but it was... I mean, we fucked you up. I don't care if you have a grudge against me or not. You were on the losing side of that. Imagine getting beat up by someone and then go, I'm not gonna bother you anymore. Jesus, man, this dude's design. Ah.
進められねえな。研究員か探検家かい
Law's mustache. Robin's not really disguised as at all,
あの橋を
except for a big hat.
グリーンビットの周りには闘魚の群れが住み着いて
Okay.
角がある凶暴な魚だ。
Were those the same fish that were
まあまず
in the Colosseum?
おい鉄の橋でもその
They just
魚
break
に
through it, I guess.
帰ってきたやつも知らねえし。
何してんだ
That's a cute illustration of Robin. Oh my god.
CP0。
Oh! Holy shit! No wonder Robin had a reaction to it.
サイファーボールいいです
Egg Zero.
その最上級の機関
They're the what?
やべえ連中だったのに
They're better than CP9?
いいこと
Oh no. It's funny when you see Robin have a reaction to someone, you're like, holy shit, they're dangerous, you know? Oh my god. There's a lot of good places to stand. Oh, he's so close. Okay, you got it. What? Was it a kid? It looked like a kid. Shimata! Oh, I mean, they called him a human. No, you guys just a fucking... Fuck you! Okay, what? What do you guys want?
何やつでござる。お主ら。
Oh my god!
単なる
嘘つけ。その帽子。
Oh no.
ちょんまげだろ。
Yeah, it's pretty obvious.
ちょんまげ風の帽子に。わけあってそれはできる。
Okay, yeah, they know who he is.
貴様の姿はパンクハザードの映像にて確認されていた。この命が惜しけりゃな。
Well, you were just screaming about Kanjuro. Okay, back to the Colosseum. Yep. So is it? Are all of them doing battle royales? Looks like it. Okay, who's in B block? Impossible to tell from that distance. Because they likely aren't drawing the important characters as those important characters. Scene 5, Sanji in love. What if she had like a beard fetish and he takes off the beard and she goes, ew. I mean, that is my reaction when I make a girl laugh. Whoa! Oh my god, they are right for each other. Oh, he's gonna get sniped, or she's gonna get sniped. Oh, he knows. And he walks through the air, I love it. Yeah, I mean, he can basically fly. He was laughing like Brooke. Yo-ho-ho-ho-ho! You being taught etiquette? Oh. Oh, this is cute. Nami, it's been a while. A maid. Yeah, Brooke's still around. There can't be much less comfortable than a skeleton on your lap. Aw, just making sure to cheer him up. Play a song. Hell yeah. Oh yeah. Oh my gosh. This is cute.
Thank you, everybody.
That was fun. Oh no. This is what happens when you leave the scared ones behind. These are 4 scared characters. Oh god. Him waving them off. It's very funny. What the hell am I looking at? What is this? Oh, the room is funky. Okay. Interesting. So this guy's pretty handily beating a vice admiral. But is probably here, yeah. Is he dead? Probably not. Just knocked out, but Jesus. Hey, man. Okay, so no way that Bart doesn't clear this block, right? Oh shit. Bombed some innocent civilians. Oh my god. Cool. I'm loving this arc. I really am. I'm really loving Dressrosa. Like the lore that they're sort of, and the characters that they're introducing and all of that is a lot of fun. I'm enjoying every part of it. It's really great. Yeah, what am I even gonna talk about? CP0. So we knew about CPs 1 to 8, right? And because I think they talked about them, but they weren't, like, I think CP9 specifically was like the underground operation, like the secret one, when I think CP1 to CP8 were like more public branches of the government, I think. And so it was like CP9 was like the special one, but now it seems like there's another one, CP0, and they are apparently even more formidable. Like, they're apparently the best of the best, which is very scary because honestly, Lucci gave us a fucking run for our money. Like, Lucci was incredibly powerful. The rest of CP9 were very powerful as well, but Lucci himself was crazy because Luffy almost died, like genuinely almost died against Lucci. He barely squeaked by winning that using both second gear and third gear. Now, obviously, all of the Straw Hats have improved since then. That we've all gotten stronger. So it makes sense for us to fight if we are going to. I don't know if we are, but it would make sense for us to fight an upgraded version of CP9 in CP0. Because, yeah, like, I feel like if we went back and fought CP9 again, assuming that they hadn't grown in this time, which they most likely have, but if they hadn't grown in this time, and we fought CP9 again, I feel like those battles would go very differently, and each battle we'd win pretty handily and quickly. But yeah, no, it's like pretty crazy to know that there's more. There's even more dangerous ones. And again, as I said, if Robin has like a big reaction to someone, you got to be fearful of them. You got because you got like them, you have CP9 she had a big reaction to, and you have Aokiji she has a big reaction to. Like, a lot of these characters, it's like, oh fuck no, because I mean, remember when she saw Aokiji, she freaked out, and then Aokiji showed basically that he could have killed all of us on the spot, and he just chose not to, essentially, but he could have. So yeah, crazy stuff. Bellamy went to Skypiea. It's interesting bringing back Bellamy and having him go like, hey, I went to Skypiea, you were right, so I don't really have a grudge against you anymore. But anyway, see you later. Like, I was strange, because I wonder what are they trying to set up like a future redemption arc for him because he's changed his thoughts on things? Or because I mean, the funny thing is, like, I mean, it's perfectly in Bellamy's character, but it is very funny him going up to Luffy and like almost telling Luffy like, hey, don't worry, I'm not coming after you anymore, which is like, Luffy would have been like, motherfucker, what? I destroyed you. You should be running scared of me. If anyone, I'm the one who should be telling you, like, I don't care enough about you to come after you, so you're safe, you know? But then also Luffy, like, said, you didn't hurt anyone on Skypiea, did you? And he went, maybe, maybe not. I imagine, in my head, my read on that scene is he didn't. But he's still keeping up his, like, douchebag tough guy thing. He probably went up there, had a great time. He probably, you know, had tea with Connis and then came back down and it was all fine, you know? But he wants to be like, oh, I'm a badass. Maybe I did something to them. You don't know, I'm crazy. That's my read of the situation, but it is possible he did something. But that's just antagonizing Luffy by doing that. And you don't want to antagonize Luffy. I don't know if Bellamy still has a big enough head that he genuinely thinks now he could take Luffy. Because, I don't know, man. Have you seen how much Luffy's bounty has grown and how much he's been in the newspapers and all of that? Like, you should be terrified of him, I think. But I don't know. Maybe his ego is still high enough that he genuinely thinks he could take Luffy in a one-on-one. Man, yeah, there's no way Bartolomeo... It's evil to name a character Bartolomeo because it's close enough to Bartholomew, but it's like just different enough that my mouth doesn't want to say it properly. Bartolomeo. There's no way Bartolomeo doesn't destroy this round, right? Like, he's killing everyone in that ring, I feel like. I'm kind of keen to see what next episode is, to see if it's just him slaughtering everyone around there, because, yeah, he seems insane. Now, have we seen him before? I'm trying to figure out if we've seen him before, or if I've just seen, like, a picture of him online or something, because he looks vaguely familiar, but I can't remember if it's, like, if he looks familiar because he's been shown in the show, like, and I guess I mean, like, in some sort of significant-ish capacity, you know, like, maybe they would have shown, like, a screenshot of him, or like him from afar, or maybe him in the broker room shrouded in darkness or whatever. But, like, I'm talking about, like, have we actually had, like, a scene with him talking or doing something before or something? But it felt like this was kind of an introduction type thing to him, so maybe not. Yeah, I don't think there's anything else I want to talk about. Great episode, honestly, great episode. I'm super glad with how this arc's been going so far. It feels like another one of my types of arcs. I guess it depends, like, how it goes in the middle. Because I feel like this is a sort of arc where I'm going to love the ending, and I really like the start. So I guess it just depends, like, how is that middle going to be? Because the middle section is probably the part that is going to, like, make this arc struggle a little bit. Because introductions and stuff are exciting. And there's so many introductions here. New characters are exciting. New lore about the world is exciting. Like, all of that stuff is so much fun. So the start of arcs has, like, a big advantage with that. And also, like, emotional climaxes and action climaxes are exciting. So the end of the arc's gonna have shit like that, I imagine. Like, beating doflamingo and fighting all those people. Like, I imagine that's gonna be awesome. So it's just about the middle. That's where I'm gonna, you know, like... The middle of an arc can make me kind of forget the really cool parts of an arc sometimes. Like, unfortunately, when I think of Skypiea, I tend to think about the parts where they're walking through the jungle and when Luffy's trapped in a giant snake. Those are the parts that jump to my mind first. Even though the lore of Skypiea is really cool, the backstory of Calgara, as I mentioned before, I liked Eneru. I thought he was a cool villain. I liked the whole ending things with Eneru, like the fight with Eneru, with Luffy and Eneru at the end is cool. The sort of bit where there's only a few people left and Eneru's like facing them all down and stuff. The bit where Wiper almost takes out Eneru, like all of that stuff is really cool. The introduction to Skypiea is pretty cool. Like, a lot of this stuff is really great, and Skypiea overall is a good arc. But whenever I think about it, I always just think about the middle bit where they're walking through the jungle and I feel like nothing much is happening and I'm not super invested overall. And as I said, Luffy gets eaten by a snake and then he's just stuck in the snake for a while, and like, you know, just those bits of the arc which I felt like dragged a little bit and weren't as interesting. Sometimes that sticks with me. So I wonder, is that going to be the case with Dressrosa? But I will say Dressrosa has like a lot more going for it from me in terms of things that I like in One Piece and in this show. And the setting, I really like the setting of Dressrosa. So I don't know, I'm optimistic. I'm looking forward to what we have here. But that is Dressrosa episodes, whatever these episodes were. I'm not going to take out my notebook again. Make sure to support the video if you can, liking, commenting, and subscribing. And you can go to my Patreon account to get full-length reactions and early access, which means you can get the next 20 or so episodes on there right now, which means on my Patreon account, we will be in that middle of the arc that I'm talking about. So if you're curious what I think about it, sign up for my Patreon right now and go check out all my reactions to it. I'm kind of jealous of you that you get to watch all of that and I have to wait. But go check that out, and you can join my YouTube membership down below if you just want to get a week early. It's a little bit of extra content. It's just the edited versions a week early, but you don't have to leave YouTube for that. You can stay right on here, and you get also extra little benefits, like a little thing next to your name, and it tells you how long you've been a member, and you can comment early, and lots of other great stuff. But thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.